All right. Hi, guys. Welcome. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. This is your mini medium on the A1R Psychic Radio and the always and forever beautiful Moonstruck TV. And I'll tell you, I have been out for a little bit. So I've been experiencing some kind of some health things going on, but just a very weird and I don't know if weird's the right word, but an interesting shift in energy. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of people have been in it. So I'm ready for this new year. I don't know about you guys, but we're shedding that, the skin of the snake, as we call it, as we're getting out of that, the year of the nine, and now we're going into this year of the horse, right? The fire horse. So this is going to be a year where things are just going to take off like crazy, especially if you are a fire sign or an air sign. Those signs that are, the fire air signs, are going to see some pretty exciting things coming. So if you fit in that, or you've got many of the fire and air in your chart, well, you've got some exciting, I feel, things coming this year. So I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the change. I'm ready for all these new beginnings. I know personally I have a lot of exciting things coming, and some of those I can't wait to share in due time. So lots of fun things this year. I'll be traveling even more, and it's really going to be, a lot more traveling. I'm excited. I'm going to be heading to New Orleans in end of July into August. I've never been to New Orleans, so super excited about that opportunity. So lots of things, lots of exciting new beginnings. And so I hope that you all are going to get to experience this exciting new energy as we go into now the year of the one. So it'll be good. Now, it's been a minute. So I was sitting here going, gosh, I was so excited to get my show started, and I realized, man, what number have I been drawn to today? And then it dawned on me that it has been very in my face, the number 17. So for those, maybe you're just listening or you're not sure what this is about, throughout the day or even the week, I'll start to connect with numbers, and visions will come up. Now, that'll either be a loved one in spirit that is wanting to validate a birth date, death date, an age, a year. This is kind of how they'll communicate. So 17 would be, the 17th of a month, January 7th. This can even be 2017. 17 years ago. This is kind of how spirit starts to communicate, per se. So we'll see how that 17 connects tonight, obviously with the callers that I take, but even just in general in life. So that number very well could be just, maybe if you're listening, you connect with that. And if you do, just know that it's the little, I call them postcards from heaven, that your loved ones in spirit will kind of leave behind. So I know 17 is kind of it's not like some big crazy number, but I always say that it'll resonate with someone out there. All right. So with that said, I am going to pull an affirmation, as I always do for the week, and I will generally pull the card that connects to the number that I've been seeing all day, which, like I said, is the number 17. So we're going to pull that really quick before we take our first caller. And so give me just a moment here. See, again, this is the Gemini in me, where I should have this all prepared. But I like for you guys to see that, I didn't have it planned. I was counting these out as you're watching. All right, so the beautiful affirmation for this week, for everybody as a collective, says, forgiveness helps me to let go and move on with my life, opening up to new and loving experiences. So I'll read that again. Forgiveness helps me to let go and move on with my life, opening up to new and loving experiences. And I love that even more in the sense of that, you can't, you can't make room for new beginnings if you're carrying some of the past, stuff per se. And sometimes that forgiveness is the last little bit that we need to really let go of so we can make room for all these new beginnings, which we just talked about, right? Which is what this year is. So good things to come, my friends. Good things to come. So I'm excited for that. And I'll tell you, I know forgiveness is not an easy thing to do. The human side really struggles with that. So I highly encourage whatever it is that you can do to find forgiveness for those, who need it. All right, so we've got our first caller, and I have Yvonne, and Yvonne is from Australia. Hi, Yvonne, this is Mini Medium. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing well, my friend. I'm doing well. Thank you. How can I help you tonight?
I'm just wanting to give you a little bit of insight into where I'm going with my spiritual business, actually. Just a little bit of insight as to, what's sort of coming up.
Okay, perfect. Oh, I love that. And this is with you said your spiritual business?
Yeah, Reiki,
Yeah.
mediumship, tarot cards, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Well, I can already feel you have such a beautiful energy. So I have no doubt that your spiritual journey will be just absolutely beautiful, my friend. So you have a great energy. Um, and I think that's the number one thing that's most important when you go down these kind of spiritual journeys per se. So you've got great energy, hun. You really do. Um, all right, I'm gonna pull a few cards for you. Now, you might have heard me mentioning a little bit ago about this number 17 that I've been seeing all day today. Do you resonate with that number, my friend?
Not as a number 17, but as a 1 and a 7, meaning it's number 8, and I am a number 8.
Okay. Oh, I love that. And you're a life path 8. Is that what you're saying?
8. Yeah, correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love and that is my life path number as well. So I love that. Well, and I love that you even knew to add those numbers up. So it's a very spiritual number. Yeah, the life path 8. I love that for you.
It is.
All right, my friend. So let's see here. I'm getting a whole lot. This makes sense. So I'm going to pull a few cards for you now. Um, the way that I do my readings, and maybe unlike other readers that use tarot cards, but I use the cards just more as a visual validation, really for you to
Yeah.
see what my gifts are bringing, right? So now, of course, you pulled, and I'll show on camera here, you pulled this beautiful moon card. Of course, you pulled the moon card.
Oh,
So,
that's weird because I was playing with cards and I thought the moon card is going to come up, but I didn't get the moon card today, so you got the moon card. That's
there you
hilarious.
go. I love that for you. Well, and I mean, as we know, the moon is the divine feminine. It really is connected to the metaphysical. It is, just that beautiful energy that we, even, as mediums or intuitives or Reiki practitioners, we love to hone in that energy. And this moon
Yeah.
card coming up doesn't surprise me at all for you. Now, it did come out of the deck reversed. So for me, that's just validating we've got some shadow work going on. So, there's some blockages maybe there, but I really feel for you, Yvonne. It's fitting right in like what I was mentioning earlier, that we're still letting go of this leftover skin of the snake that we just came out of. And I feel that for you. It's just a little bit left over, of shedding this skin. Um, this other card you pulled with it is this beautiful Three of Cups card. And it also very beautiful metaphysical. It's got a beautiful moon and then the cauldron. And 3 is also a very beautiful spiritual number as well, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you've already
Yeah.
got some validations of your path and where you're at right now, being exactly where you need to be. Some things I really want you to think about as I feel even here in the next, maybe couple months as we get into the second quarter of this year. So April, May, June. You've definitely got a pretty amazing opportunity coming to where I don't want you to miss that chance by staying in your comfort zone. And I feel that's been something that maybe has been a challenge to you. Does that make sense with some
Mm-hmm.
things that's stepping out of that? Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, I just heard something. Let me see. I'm going to scribble for a minute. I just heard something else come with that. Now, these cups that you pulled, my friend, that are right side up, what that means is that the cup is empty per se, and it's time to fill that cup up. It also means that the cup is running over, meaning it can be running over with, goodness, where you say, my cup runneth over. It can also mean that the cup is running over with just a lot of crap, you know. And it literally goes back to the affirmation I read of being able to let go of some of the things that are not serving you so you can make room for what will. And boy, that timing I feel is going to be amazing for you. Even in a sense of adding maybe even breath work or sound bath or using a different modality other than tarot or Reiki. Have you thought about doing that in your practice or adding that?
Yes. I just added crystal healing, and I'm looking at the singing bowls as well for
I
double
love
track.
it.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, beautiful. You just gave me goosebumps. um, this is part of your journey, my friend. And I feel that even as I look at your past and how far you've come, even to, today's date, obviously this hasn't been easy. There's been a lot of outside noise, as I call it, but this year is your year. This is your year of being able to start these new beginnings. So, if anything of advice I would give to you is really to let go of any kind of these fears that come in. And one of my favorite acronyms to share is the word fear, and it stands for the false ego appearing real, where the ego will get in the way, and the ego can be, I'm not smart enough, I'm not educated enough, I'm not pretty enough, whatever it may be. That ego will cause that fear to really hold you back, and it really is not who you are, because you don't have that ego in that sense as I feel it. So um,
Mm.
can I ask you, well, you've had a very beautiful maternal energy that has been with me since you came on. So now, has mom passed? Because I am maternal.
No, she hasn't passed. It's usually my grandmother that comes through for, my practice, mediumship. My grandmother usually comes
Okay.
through. She's usually with me most of the time. My great grandmother. Yeah,
Okay. And this is on mom's side, is that right?
you're correct. Yeah.
Okay, beautiful. And I feel like even why I'm even feeling her energy and why, her presence is here, because there is such a beautiful lineage um, with the women in your family, especially on mom's side, that really are very gifted. And it's really finding those roots and harnessing and really just diving into all this. Um, like
Yeah.
I said, the one thing just for you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. It really is, it's the doubt, it's stepping out of the comfort zone.
I've been doing that. Like I've been going to festival readings, and I take
Oh,
readings at home and things like that. The only thing I find difficult about where I live is that it's just trying to get people in, even though you advertise.
yeah, yeah,
If I ask for it, sometimes I'll go, oh, I haven't had any readings for a while. It's good if I had a few. Then an hour later, I'll get a call, and someone will say,
yeah,
oh, there's three of us that need a reading. But that happens like not all the time. So I'm kind of getting at the moment it's not meant to happen, because when it happens, it happens. But it seems to
yeah,
happen at different times. It's like spasmodic.
yeah,
So, yeah.
absolutely. Right. Yeah. And it's really trusting the process, it's really just knowing that, everything happens in divine timing. And I feel this is your year, my friend. And I'm not one to sugarcoat things either. I always tell people you're going to get exactly what you need to hear. And for me, even just stepping out of the comfort zone, I feel for you is even getting yourself out there, in the public eye and really just, I know that's scary because I can relate, but it also will help you to work through those fears, per se. And I
Yeah,
just,
the public eye is an interesting one because I was invited on a boat to do tarot readings. I had about, I don't know, 15 readings, but I would never normally do that. So that was jumping out. And then I've
yeah,
got another, what do you call it, a festival coming up, which is like a psychic fair where I'll be reading all day. So that's
oh,
coming up at
good.
the end of the month. And I did that last year. So I have been jumping out, but I'm not really fond of being on the camera. Like people do it on TikTok and they put all these videos up. And I'm just
Yeah,
not one of those because things come to me
yeah,
anyway when they're meant
yeah,
to. I'm not one that likes to boast about it or
yeah,
or put all these videos up. I don't feel I need to do that.
yeah,
It's just about trying to use manifestation to attract more of it,
right.
if
Oh,
you like.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely, hun. And you're right. I understand that where your style and how you are is not like, others who do that. And I feel like that's what's going to set you aside from others out there that, it's like I tell people, finding a reader is like finding a therapist. If you mesh with them, then you'll have a great experience. If you don't, if there's, barriers or walls or it just isn't flowing, then you're not going to have the best experience. So it really is about just finding your niche. And I just, without a doubt, I feel like you're right there. So I I think the only thing I would suggest too is, like I was saying, that second quarter as it's coming here. You do have another opportunity outside of the festival that you're doing that I really feel may make you a little uncomfortable, but I would say go for it. I really have a good feeling about it. So watch for that to come
Okay.
for sure. Yeah.
So is that on a spiritual sense or just a normal work sense?
No, this for me is more with your spiritual journey. This is more with the
Okay.
opportunity of that coming. Yeah, absolutely. And I know I have to wrap up here, but I'll tell you, I used to work at a big corporate company and I quit my job 3 years ago to pursue my purpose and share my gifts. And it has just taken off like crazy. And I just, like you, I had to put it out there, my friend, and just, manifest it and trust in the process. And I haven't looked back since. So, and I feel that for you as well. It's just, it's patience, which is not easy. That's something that is not easy.
I've always been told in my work, thanks for your patience all the time in my actual job. And
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes I just look up there and go, well, how much more patience do I need here?
I get
I
it.
try to be
Oh my
patient,
goodness.
but then I get a little bit frustrated, and then I start to do the little doubt thing. So I know the pattern that I've got, but it's
Yeah.
just trusting because everything they give me or everything they tell me or show me in readings all my
Yeah.
life, I
Oh
totally
yeah.
trust what they give me. What I see, what I
Good.
hear, what I feel, I totally trust it because they've shown me many times things
Good.
and I've gone, no, that's not right. And then, that happens. So they will
Oh
tell
yeah.
me, they will bump me and remind me that I need to listen and it is correct. So,
Good. I love that. Yeah, I do the
yeah,
same thing, my friend. And I've done this 28 years now, and I'll tell you, I still do it to this day. So I get it, but it's part of the process. And you're going to do amazing. And just stay true to yourself and who you are and how you do your readings. And I have no doubt that this is going to be a big year for you, hun.
great. Thank you so much for that. That gives me a little bit of a confidence boost and you have a lovely day.
Yes, thank you, and you as well. Take care.
Take care. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Jays. I think we've got time for another call. So, and I think I missed who this was. Tiffany in Canada. Hi, Tiffany. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, hun. How can I help you tonight?
I'm just looking for anything like career or anything from the loved ones that have passed.
Okay, sure, absolutely, hun. Let's see. I'm going to pull a few cards for you, and while I'm doing that, let me ask you, as I asked my last caller, do you connect with the number 17, 17?
No.
Okay, okay. I think it may have been my last caller. But keep it in mind, there's such an emphasis on the numbers I get throughout the day that will connect with, in a birthday sense, where the 17th would be, the birth date, death date, the year 2017. So keep that in mind, only because I really do feel, even already for you, and there's an emphasis on well, you've got a few souls on the other side. One second, and I'm going to see if we're going to jump right into mediumship. Very spirit led. Just yes or no, hon. Do you have children?
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay. Okay. And I'm being shown three children, or the number 3 being very significant. So, how many children do you have?
Yes, I have 3.
Okay, perfect. Okay, beautiful. And who is the father that has passed? I'm being pulled to my right side, which is the divine masculine, and I'm being told this is on dad's side. This could be dad's dad as well.
My dad's dad has passed, and his father-in-law.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're carrying a lot of that energy with that too. Minute you started talking, I started getting a whole lot coming in. So, and with your 3 children, I need to mention also being named after that grandpa. So there's a namesake. Either it's one of your children or a brother that is connected to that namesake. Do you understand that?
Yes. So my husband's grandpa was a Richard, and then we named my son Remington Richard.
Oh, cute. Okay. I love that. I have to, let's see, I'm going to see if I can find it here. So I do readings all throughout the day, and sometimes souls will come in a little bit early, and I'm going to show it on camera. I don't know if you can go back and watch it, but I want to just show, I have had, let's see if I can show where the Richard is. So I've been picking up on the name Richard all day today. So there's such an emphasis already of you being connected with me, my friend, so that we could even bring up, this grandfather. But not just that, it's also connecting with your son. So hang on one moment, hon. Let's see here. Boy, I got a whole lot. It was like a floodgate. I love that name, Remington. Did you say Remington?
Yes.
I love that name. That's cute. Can I ask how old that Remington is?
He's 6.
Okay. He's just a little guy. Okay. The reason I'm asking is just because of even the feeling of this grandfather starting to come through, even the connection with the very divine masculine. With your sweet little guy there, watch for him also. I need to bring up that he is also very talented and very gifted as well, my friend. So And what I mean by that is him even being able to feel and connect with others on, your loved ones in spirit. Have you ever noticed if he's very creative in that way, very imaginative?
Not in that way, but he can draw really good, and he's got a big imagination.
Okay, perfect. Okay. I love that you mentioned him drawing. And I don't know why he's coming up pretty strong. So usually when I'm drawn to a child that is being brought up from a spirit on the other side, it is really also the emphasis of a celebration or a birthday, whether that's for your son or your husband. But also, his way of drawing is his way of actually channeling energy for that mama. So when you write and you draw, it's called automated writing or psychography. I just feel like he's going to be very much one to channel that energy. So watch that with him, with your son, okay? Wait, I know I've got 60 seconds here, and I'm gonna I want you, if you want, hun, follow me or go to my website, mini-medium.com, just because you've got a lot coming in and I want to share this and I don't want us to have to be cut off. So I've got about 30 seconds. Will you message me on my website so we can kind of talk some more about this?
Yes, for sure. I actually follow you.
Oh, good. Oh, I love it. Yeah, send me a message, hon. And you've got a lot coming in. Let's get this out there for you, okay?
Okay.
All right, okay, hon. All right, well, thank you for calling. You take care, and I can't wait to talk soon.
Thank you. Thanks.
Okay, bye-bye.